Hey, what's going on, everyone? Welcome back to the channel. So today I actually wanted to talk about how practical the Accord is. So first things first, I just want to say that this is an amazing car altogether. Coming from a guy that actually practically had no car to someone who's driving a brand new one. Don't mind my work laptop or anything like that. I just want to keep that away, but don't mind that. That's just my work stuff. I know my car is dirty and whatnot. I am working right now, but anyway, like I said, this car, you know, from my perspective, honestly, one of the most practical cars you can think of. So let me get into that. So, you know, how practical is this thing? Very practical. So pretty much, as you can see, I do have mods to my Accord. I could explain how to do that, but behind here you'll see that there is a compartment, so that this way you can throw stuff in there. You can have the USB charger. Some trim levels you can actually have a wireless charger as well, and put it right into there. You have your econ mode, you have your brake hold, you have your electronic e-brake. This is the manual transmission, but the automatics is pretty much the same thing. It's just with the automatics, you either have the gear selector or you have a button, depending on what type of motor you have or the trim level. Pretty much, as far as practicality goes, I do have, as you can see, multiple USB chargers. I got one here, I got another one inside. Actually, I got two of them here. I got one inside and then one over here, so we got 4 USBs. Pretty much, you know, we got the trunk lever over here. We got a lot of space. That ends up folding down very quickly. That'll fold over so that this way you can see what's going on. And pretty much from there, you do have a lot of trunk space. I do go grocery shopping all the time with this thing. You can pretty much haul anything. As you can see on my 2020 Accord, it's only like July and I have 12,000 miles on my Accord. I do use it a lot. As far as practicality goes, I do use this for work as well. When it comes to work related stuff like I do a lot of IT, as well as YouTube. So I'll constantly have a laptop in the car, and as you can see, this thing is pretty much built for it. I got a power adapter to be able to run the laptop. I could charge up my laptop while working. I can pretty much make this car very versatile. Pretty much you got your standard heating and air conditioning. You also have vents back here, by the way. I don't know if you can see that, but you do have vents, and along with the USBs. I do have WeatherTech floor mats. I would definitely suggest you get them if you do decide to get this car. For those of you that are looking to get it, it's not a bad car to get. Factory tune, I end up getting about, you know, 38 miles to the gallon. With this one, I'm only getting about 7.3 because I just took off, so that's going to be a really low number. So on the highway, I definitely get about 25, 26 if I'm just, you know, beating on it a little bit, but just driving it normally. I could definitely push 31 to 32 if I just fully cruise and go on a long drive. That's with this current tune right now. For the extra, I think like 50 or 60 horses or something like that, like 30, 40, maybe, yeah, about 40 wheel horsepower more, something like that. I gotta look at the numbers there. I forgot. I have to get it dynoed to see what it's really making with this tune. With this Accord, the plus side is that it's very big, very spacious. You know, it's very roomy. It gets good gas mileage. It's, you know, it's just overall a good quality practical car if you're just using it for practical uses, and that's pretty much it. You could definitely have an enthusiast side as well, where you can make it yourself, like your own, pretty much your own vehicle. That ends up actually being, you know, that's also a good side as well. So pretty much anyone who's in the enthusiast side, they could always point out issues. There's a lot of aftermarket as well. there's just a lot. The community is great for this car. Pretty much everyone likes it. It's a top selling car. They're like I said, they're very economical, very spacious, and this is what I mean by spacious and big. It can be deceiving, just as an FYI, if you're not careful. I mean, not careful, yeah, but yeah, pretty much not careful while driving. It can be very deceiving. You will end up getting curb rash or like damaging your wheels or side skirts if you're not paying attention. I'm not going to go into full detail where you get damaged, because you could practically damage the full thing if you're not paying attention. Like this guy. That's a prime example. Some guy was just not paying attention and just veered right into me. So, like I was saying, pretty much it's a great overall quality car. It's a nice build. It's got good crash test ratings. Pretty much it gets good gas mileage. It accelerates quickly when you want it to. I'm barely even getting the gas and it's just going. Like, look at this. I'm barely even touching the throttle and it's just moving. The next thing you know, you're at 90 or 100 miles an hour and you're not even paying attention. So, like I was saying, you can actually get you can actually do pretty good with it. There is Apple CarPlay, as you can see. You know, Apple CarPlay, Android Auto. You could actually put like things like your GPS and have it just mirror off your phone, make calls, things like that, play music. I'm not going to go into that with Apple CarPlay because this is my personal stuff. I don't want you guys seeing that, so you guys can figure that out whenever you guys go to the dealership or wherever. But yeah, you can pretty much play with all the apps. So like, let's say here you got your phone, music, Honda app, podcasts, maps, messages, audiobooks, things like that. And then you got all your calendar, Waze, whatever else other apps you have. You can mirror it directly here. You can have it all pull up as one giant map where you can find the gas stations, parking lots, things like that. So yeah, so like I was saying, this car is very practical. It's got dual air cooled and heated seats. This one doesn't, but I think the other trims do. But as far as practicality goes, you got all your standard stuff here, you know, calling, cruise control, volume control, menu options, and things like that. And then the thing I really love about this car is you could switch from, sorry, I have to drive too, so you could switch from your tachometer, your range and fuel, speed and time, audio, phone, traffic sign, driving support, driving attention. This is actually really key when you go on a road trip. You can see your attention level. This car actually keeps track of how you drive. You got your maintenance minder, tells you what maintenance needs to come up, safety and support, and then warnings. Honestly, I love all of it. I really do. I don't know how else to tell you. I really love all of it. Coming from a guy who pretty much drove a big beat up Lincoln Navigator and practically no car at all, I'll take this any day, 100%, especially since it's in a manual and it's practically the same motor as the Civic Type R. Hint, if you didn't know that, this is practically the same motor, but now you do. So that being said, if you guys want a good grocery getter that does not, you know, make a huge dent in your wallet or anything like that, and you want to have fun with it, from an enthusiast side, this is pretty much a good all-around aspect. A lot of people are starting to really dig Accords now, which is awesome, because what is it, I know with the Civic name, I think in general it pretty much people got it as a racer thing. I know with the Accords they still suffer from that as well, but honestly I think people are starting to look at more Accords for just the enthusiast side, so that is definitely growing. What is it, pretty much people can answer maybe any questions that you guys have. Maintenance isn't that bad, or anything like that. It's really cheap to maintain. That's a Honda, so you know this thing will last for years and years if you take care of it properly. If you don't beat on it like I do at times, you pretty much, this thing will last you 200,000-300,000 miles easily. If you're, you know, on top of your maintenance and just maintaining it and whatnot. I'll put up maintenance videos for you guys on how to do it with this thing. Just not right now though. Once I fully learn the car, you know, get adapted to it and whatnot, and just, you know, overall learn how this car works and whatnot, you know, break it in a little bit, just get adjusted to it, then I'll start making maintenance videos and whatnot. So if you guys like this video, please like it, rate it, subscribe, and I will see you guys in the next video, and I'm out. Peace.